then Daddy Lumba is the real celebrity we are talking about. Because Mase, from far places just to come and, experience the candle night. And I was like, wow, you live, then you are indeed a loyal fan.
He's based in Kumasi,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, you're Kumasi.
Yeah, I think.
So it's understandable. It's understandable.
Wow. Daddy Lumba really has a place in everyone's hearts. His music alone, he has love songs, he has advisory songs as well, motivational songs as well. So Daddy Lumba is Daddy Lumba. All right. And that was it. Let's dive into our major news items for this morning. Media courts needed to protect journalists in Ghana. Legal practitioner and law lecturer Justice Abdullahi has urged the government to establish dedicated media courts in every region. This call comes in response to a disturbing rise in assault and violation against media personnel, which threaten the fundamental principles of press freedom and democratic accountability. Justice Abdullahi's remarks gained urgency following the recent incident on July 30, 2025, when military forces assaulted Joy News journalist Carlos and his cameraman, as well as an eyewitness, during the demolition of a Magdan warehouse at Spintex in Accra. The incident triggered widespread outrage across the nation, rising concerns about the safety of journalists and the broader implication for free speech in Ghana. Justice Abdullahi emphasized the inadequacy of current mechanisms that address violence against journalists. He criticized their reliance on press statements and internal investigations, labeling them insufficient for delivering justice or acting as a deterrent to future attacks. To combat these threats more effectively, Justice Abdullahi proposed the establishment of media courts, specialized judiciary bodies designed solely to handle civil and criminal cases involving journalists. He articulated his vision, stating, in every region, we should have one media court to deal purely and solely with infractions of the media, whether in the form of a civic action or criminal action. In addition to the creation of media courts, Abdullahi suggested forming a network of loyal journalists or legal support coalition aimed at assisting victims of media-related infraction. This initiative would strengthen legal advocacy and provide much-needed support to those facing threats and violence while performing their duties. And that was it. And this is coming from a legal practitioner and also a law lecturer. And then he's requesting or he's proposing that there should be media courts to protect journalists in Ghana. Ms. Regina, what are your thoughts on this story?
It is so. I'm a journalist.
Right.
And I would say I would stand for the truth. We already have legal frameworks when it comes to journalists.
Yes.
And in every law firm, we have when it comes to the law firm or when it comes to our legal terms,
Exactly.
we have in every sector, let me put it that way, in every sector right here in our country, if it's for kids, we have a legal framework governing them. If it's for women, we have a legal framework governing them. If it's for men, we have a legal framework governing them. Even for workers, we have a legal framework governing them.
Right.
So I know that when it comes to journalists, there's a legal framework governing them. The only thing remaining is enforcement. There's already, we have a lot of courts around. In Ghana here, yeah, we courts baby. So why should you come out to say that another court should be built? It's not to deviate, but it looks like when one of the, I think either the minority or the majority leader said a special hospital has to be built for parliamentarians.
Parliamentarians.
Look at this. when you go to other hospitals, we have good hospitals you can attend to. We have good hospitals you can go and you can get the exact treatment. So I don't see why a new court should be built specifically for journalists. As I said earlier, we already have a legal framework governing the journalist institution, or the GJA. So the only thing remaining is enforcement. I believe that when the police, the security personnel, and even the judges or the lawyers take swift action when journalists are being threatened, they are being assaulted, there's no issue. There wouldn't be any issue. But here lies the case. A lot of people have been assaulted, journalists for that matter, and nothing has been done. So what would change if a law firm is built specifically or constructed specifically for journalists? Nothing. They are said they are mechanism. From the start of it, whatever is happening, that will be the same thing that would happen even if a new law firm is constructed. So I feel that, in my personal opinion, it's not necessary. And I think, and I know, that this law firm they are talking about will still come out from the government coffers, unless they want to tell us that the GJA themselves will fund for everything. And if they'll fund for everything, for that, it shouldn't be an issue. But if it's coming from the government's coffers, for that, it's a no-no. We already have good institutions who speak for people, who advocate for people. The only thing remaining is enforcement. And if they still want to go ahead with this, I feel they should also make sure that they combat some journalists or media houses spreading false information. I quite remember one of the radio stations, some thugs stormed there and started causing chaos, all because of certain information, certain utterances they passed. And as a media station, you need to be neutral. I don't know if I'm getting the word right.
Yeah,
you need to be neutral
and objective.
Exactly. You don't have to politicize your station. But we know some media stations right here in Ghana. Who say radio free NPP. Who say radio free NDC. So it shouldn't be like that. If you want, as a journalist, if you assault there, no matter what, it will come. Assault beba. But it's how you deal with the situation and how you make sure that those people are served as a scapegoat to others. During the Ablekuma one, Obi Oton is another journalist for no, just say unprovoked.
And still, those issues haven't been tackled.
Exactly. In as much as we are against assaults, looking at what happened to Hara Kumsin, it wasn't nice. Looking at what happened to, I think, the MPP deputy organizer, it wasn't nice.
Yeah, it wasn't
His life could have been at stake. Looking at the people who just crowded him, without even you knowing who did it.
Exactly.
So, legal framework is already there.
It's already there.
The only thing remaining is enforcement. Up till now, I think the only people I've heard that have been arrested is in regards to the NPP deputy organizer Ayobono. He's the only one I might say they've been able to arrest 2 people for that. I even saw it on I saw it on an NPP's person post. So for that post itself, no, it can be true, it cannot be true. But for the Ghana Police Service itself, they've not come out to bring any statement saying that they've arrested some people up till now.
With regards to that issue, do you think they are politicizing it as
they'll politicize it. They would politicize this issue. They would be like NDC for Nasuman Kofowe. When it was then times, when the MPP was in power, we know what Hawa Kumsen did. Allegedly. We know some of the things she did in Kaswa. Some people, as far as losing their lives. People will politicize that. This time around, people will also politicize it. So, politicization, it looks like it's always in the minds of Ghanaians. Even though people are trying to be fair and transparent, no matter what, people will still politicize it. So the legal, you can't say the media courts. Charlie. It shouldn't. It's a good thing. It's a good call, but it shouldn't be a waste of money, especially to the government at now. It shouldn't be.
And he's even suggesting that it should be in every region. So we have 16,
every region.
We have 16 regions. So meaning that there's going to be a media court in every region.
Whose money?
Taxpayers' money, of course.
Hey, boy.
But why do you think these laws are not really enforced? Is it that the journalists do not have legal practitioners to stand in for their cases, or the government take this issue upon themselves? So it's going to be like the republic against the military man, whereas the military man is also working for the government as well. So I don't know. In a way, I feel as a conflict of interest, but we are not. President Mahama said he's not in support of military personnel or security personnel assaulting journalists. Is it that they don't have legal practitioners themselves?
Is it the military personnel?
No, I mean for the journalists.
For the journalists.
Yeah.
I don't get you.
As in, someone comes here and as a journalist, maybe you go out for reporting and then someone does something wrong to you and it happens to be the military person. Is it the responsibility of that journalist or the association that it belongs to take the issue to court, or is the government that is supposed to take the issue to court on their behalf?
When I get you. Yeah. So when someone comes to steal something from you, is it the duty of the Ghana Police Service to send the issue to courts, or it's you as the individual to report? So when you report it, that is where the security personnel, that is the Ghana Police Service, takes the issue to the next level. And see, if you won't hear any complaint, there are some stories where we've heard someone can kill someone, but na nipa ni nkoye complain you, and so yate just a nipa na your complain. According to say warrant, you need an official or formal warrant to search someone's home, unless that thing is of importance or is of an emergency, or is something that when you give the warrant to the person can make sure so better to in your may. But if I'm a journalist, someone assaults me, first off, as an individual, personally, it's my duty to report. Then it's the organization I'm coming from, their mandate to also report.
Right.
That is where they take the issue from to the next level.
Right.
Sometimes some people will be like, oh, let's settle this issue out of court. Some will be like, no, me pese courts. So you get it.
Yeah,
and the military omo assault into one I call report you ama court way na court aton sa from.
All right. I get it. I wanted to ask another question, but because of time we just move on.
Let's ask.
Okay, so assuming it wasn't a military person, would it be out like this? Or because a military person is actually involved,
it will still be out.
Okay.
Because I remember a journalist also went to report in regards to Galamsey. Then times are not Galamsey very rampant. Okay. Went to report, and after reporting, I'm saying during the reporting, some facts right there was assaulting him.
Oh,
and it still came out. So on the whatever, if it was a normal citizen, and shouldn't pure, but so far as a journalist,
the journalist,
journalist from Manunda, and they are affiliated to a lot of media stations.
Yeah,
and to where Pejaya now we so. I would say that journalists are mako you say bushia. Uka ba kwa wa komuni na. Yeah, so no matter what, it will still come out.
And in a way, I feel journalism is also kind of like a backbone to the government, because they bring us the news.
Yeah,
we send the news out there.
Yeah,
and without us, nobody will get to know that
and
this is
they can decide to blacklist whoever, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. All right, thank you. Moving on to our next news item. Government to roll out national OSH policy to bolster workplace safety and health. The government is at an advanced stage of developing a national occupational safety and health policy aimed at improving workplace safety, health, and productivity across all sectors of the economy. Minister for Labour, Jobs and Employment, Dr. Abdullahi Rashid, announced at the Heads Leadership Conference 2025, where he stressed that OSH must be treated as a core pillar of sustainable development, not an afterthought. Delivering his speech as a guest speaker at the conference on the theme Leading the Way, Empowering Safety Professionals to Become Tomorrow's Safety Leaders, Dr. Abdullahi Rashid said the impending policy would provide a clear and coordinated framework for managing safety and health in the workplace. He charged the private sector to intensify efforts toward safer work environment, noting that safe and conducive workplaces reduces absenteeism, increase productivity, and improve employee morale. He also highlighted government intervention to strengthen OSH systems, including the formation of a special task force on compliance and enforcement. This task force, he said, will conduct nationwide OSH audits, inspection, and certifications, particularly in high-risk sectors like construction, mining, and manufacturing. And that is coming from Dr. Abdullahi Rashid, who is also the Minister for Labour, Jobs and Employment. And he mentioned that government is to roll out national OSH policy to bolster workplace safety and health. Ms. Debbie, what are your thoughts on this, please?
Yes, it's a good call. You know, most often we focus on the productive side of the worker without thinking so much about their health status.
Right.
We live in a country where you can work 24/7, midnight you're working all day, but I feel like no one cares about your health, whether you are doing well or not. And trust me, when you should pass away today, they'll get someone to replace you. Of course. So you are supposed to take good care of yourself personally. But bringing in this policy, I feel like it will prompt owners of institution, whether a government institution, you are in charge of that particular institution or a private sector. You put the health of your workers as your topmost priority because it's very, very necessary and it's very, very important. So with the then what is it?
The Minister for Labour, Jobs and Employment.
Minister for Labour, Job and no. So that's the OSH. Is that the OSH?
Yeah, OSH.
OSH.
Yeah.
No, occupational safety and health.
That was what you wanted.
Yeah, that was what I wanted.
I'm sorry for misleading.
So with that, it's very good, and I feel like they should come up with something that in every institution you are supposed to have a first aid.
Oh yes.
I don't know. I've been to some institutions and you get so in case maybe someone I'm not sure when you wake up in the morning, you pray that when you come to work, you are coming to collapse. No.
Oh, yes.
It comes impromptly. And then sometimes you don't know, you sit and then you feel even dizzy. So if there's something like first aid or something and then emergency, before you get to the hospital, we can actually give you some sort of medical treatment here ourselves, like getting you paracetamol, common things like paracetamol, gentian violet, spirit,
cotton bud.
You get it.
They don't have
all. You're supposed to get all this, and it's good. I am so happy that this is coming from the government side and not the private institution. Most of the time, you see this private institution talking about this most, but with the government saying this, it means they have the well-being of the workers. Is, as I said, is their topmost priority. Yeah. If you are fit, you deliver. If you're not fit, your day becomes so messy. You don't even know what you are doing. So I feel like it's a good one. It's a good call. No one should sabotage this. We should all put ourselves into it, especially to institution owners, private institution owners, and
especially the private institution.
The private institution, that one day, because if someone gets cut, very deep cut. You're not coming to branch the person for years.
It's not even only about the first aid thing. No, some companies when you work there, you don't have insurance.
Yeah.
You don't even pay your SNIDs.
Yes.
So assuming God forbid you fall down right now, and then
you're
not
working
working
for yourself.
like you get it.
So all these are something that should come in play. It's not only about you waking up in the morning and coming to work
then coming to work.
There should be something that ensure your safety. Yes, you pay attention to these two things, because as I said, if you are fit, and when you are working yourself, you feel like you are doing something, but when you are not fit, I said, and sometimes they tend to misunderstand you. Yes, so I feel like it's a good call. The best thing is you should get the aid. For us, for the aid is very necessary. Even personally, you're supposed to get aid in the house, and even in your bag. Some things should be in your bag in case of incasity.
It's very sad, because I feel like some organizations do not really care about the working conditions of their workers. All they know is that they should work. And as an individual, if you find yourself in such an organization, please take good care of yourself, because as Mr. B said, if you fall, they will replace you very quick, very fast. Ms. Regina, what do you have to say?
Okay, so the little I can say, occupational hazards are a part of us.
Yeah,
occupational hazards, whether we like it or not,
it's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. Sometimes you can even be at work and you have a slight headache, you feel dizzy, you are feeling some discomfort. But here lies the case: unless you ask for permission to go home, because the institution you are working for does not have any first aid to give you. Or am I lying?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I have a friend. It's not because a health sector or you of pharmacy, and yeah, son say you of pharmacy and they have that little sector for their workers, but I feel they have the workers' interest at heart.
Oh yes.
He fell sick, and the moment he fell sick, they could have just checked symptoms and just picked any medicine for him, but they made sure they took him to the hospital. They did whatever test they were supposed to run.
And they paid for
they paid without taking a dime from his salary. So if it's 2,000, they'll pay 2,000. If it's 3,000, they'll pay 3,000 without taking a dime from your salary. But when you look at some institutions, even if you are sick and you don't come to work, they will deduct it from your salary. First off, as an institution, you need to have the interest of your people at heart.
Very true.
Sometimes, let's use our work for example. As a journalist, when you are going to field, there are certain safety measures the company needs to take. Let's take Rerun for example. The journalists that were assaulted, company they took the measures and could be assaulted. They will not be assaulted. You know that police for when we have a demonstration, you see how they gear themselves up, they armor themselves up. As a journalist, you should also have that equipment.
Safety.
Yes. I thought that you see there's some media stations putting on heavy vests.
Heavy vests and even helmets.
You think that heavy vest is for fashion? That heavy vest is not for fashion. Ebiano be too count because it's geared up. It's protecting you. The helmet, as you said, helmet's not press bosso. Oh, I fair, but it's protecting them from something. It's protecting them from some dangers. Be not share a Wellington boots. Onye a military personnel, but it's protecting that person from something. So every institution, every organization needs to take care of their workers. It's not only about you paying the person because you are paying, so you think you own the person. You don't own the person. Or they also have a perception. If you like, I'll sack you. I'll get another person to replace you. sometimes it's high time some of these leaders, they think about their workers. You know, some workers have become like family.
Yeah.
They can tolerate your excesses. They can overlook your wrongs and still be in that company, not because of the money they are getting, but because of the connection they have. But if that connection is taken for granted and they leave, trust me, another person will come.
Exactly.
And it shouldn't be like that. First aid, some, as you say, cutting bad.
They don't have.
Hey,
It's hard.
it is hard.
It's hard. And it's very bad.
It's very
that
bad.
Some, especially the private organization, they're like, insurance cry. The workers don't have insurance. They don't pay for their SNIT. Nothing. And there's this something, and there's this word that my lecturer shared with us some time back in class. And then he mentioned that in this life, if you are working in an institution, you can never be satisfied with a salary. Even if you like, they can pay you 10,000. You will never be satisfied with this. But one thing that you'll be satisfied with is the working environment. Even if you don't feel like going to work, and the working environment is like conducive, everyone is doing what he has to do. Like there's there's some of like teamwork spirit and all that. Even if you don't feel like going
You
to
would
work,
go.
you go.
Because see, one thing I've always learned when it comes to working sector, to make sure say me and obi ho adwin enhye me chim, because as a human being, you spend half of your life
At the workplace.
So just imagine your workplace is toxic. Even
if you have passion for it, because of that particular thing, you wouldn't even feel like coming to work. Yeah. So these are actually some of the things that we need to look out for. CEOs, managers, anybody at all. Occupational hazard is bound to happen. So in order for it not to escalate into a crisis or a big issue, prepare yourself. Look for safety measures down. What you can assist your workers with, or anything at all. And I think that is going to go a long way. It's not all about work. Sometimes for productivity to be high and productivity to go on well, all these things count as well. So these are some of the things that we need to pay key attention to as leaders. All right, moving on. We'll talk about this briefly. We have 5 minutes. So government reintroduces by the Fireside Stories and Storytelling series. So the National Folklore Board has reintroduced the By the Fireside Storytelling series to preserve Ghana's cultural heritage and promote oral tradition. This is what the government is coming up with. You know, back then, is it Mame Dokuno?
Yeah.
I think we used to watch some of her videos on television. We see people by the fireside telling story, and that alone you sit, and that's how people actually get to learn about our culture and everything. So the government is reintroducing it again. So I would like you to touch on that briefly, starting with you, Miss Regina.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to our should I say creative art industry,
Yes.
it's not really boosting as it used to be.
Yeah.
Let me chip in this.
All right.
The brouhaha that went on between Lorraine and Ejako. Lorraine claiming that he's the king of Kumewood, he's the king of movies or something like that. And Ejako says, since you are claiming this ownership, this kinship and all that, what have you done to sustain our movie industry? This is even the time when Nigerians have already taken over, but for his time, he made sure, or he tried his possible best to make sure that at least they are producing something a bit. And one thing he said, I say, I say, movie, which movie? I can't say. Relevant, like bring out something relevant than
Okay.
And see, in some aspects of it, I would say it's true, because when we look at some of the movies, some of this self-acclaimed producers are bringing. See, when you're an actor, it doesn't mean you're a producer.
Exactly.
When you have a storyline, it doesn't mean you're a producer. give that storyline to someone who is capable, at the end of the day, that credit will be given to you. So sometimes these people, they think they're producers, they just bring out some movies just like that, movies that doesn't hold water, movies that can't advise you, movies that doesn't tell anything. Then they just bring it just like that. So our creative art industry, I would say, in some aspects, it has already collapsed. In fact, it is collapsed. So if they are bringing this
by the fireside,
oh,
yeah, I would like to. You know,
because I would say we've not really experienced that kind of life.
Yeah.
Our mothers, they are not grandmothers
Gen Z.
yet.
Gen Z mothers.
Gen Z mothers. So no, met na hona bitch. On castor in Biancho.
Oh no, kitani for share TikTok videos. I was on my castor.
They are even more adapted to this social media thing more than us.
More than us, yeah.
So I think it's a very great thing, and if they bring it and and it's well funded, invested into, it would, I think it would yield results.
It would yield results. Yeah. So the government is being introduced. Miss Debbie, you have 30 seconds.
Yeah, so there is still a lot to learn about our culture.
Yeah.
And I believe my culture, sometimes my mom says certain things and I ask her, what is this? And she'll be like, then she'll try to give me history about that. So we still have a lot to learn. In as much as we've learned basics of those things in school, because sometimes the teachers, how Ken Agokoli, took the airways and stuff.
Exactly.
How homo came about, even the name, the meaning of homo.
Some of us don't know.
Well, and then the food, people or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we get to know a lot about that. So it is nice. There is this show on UTV. They show it every Sunday evening. There is this particular woman that goes to community after community.
Yeah.
Talk about, you've seen that. Talk about the culture of the community, their food, what they are good in, and it's good. Me, I'm proud if I know my culture, because when I see elders talking about it, Mr. I can contribute something. It's not only about a Nigerian movie. See, we the Gen Zs, you know, every Nollywood, their name, their family, their personal styles, you know. But when they ask you a question about your own culture, with an answer, where you're coming from, even if they ask you the name of your town, you know, the name of a town has a particular history. This place is called Anya, but they can give you a history about how Anya came about. How the name Anya came about. You'll be surprised to know a very nice history about this. So there is still a lot to learn. So bringing this, I feel like they want to, maybe Gen Z no konemo. So they want to draw us back and let us know that as you are moving forward, don't forget your roots. When you are going, you move along with your roots and where you were brought up from.
Yeah, wherever you go, move along with your roots and wherever you were brought up from. And that was coming from Miss Debbie. And this is where we draw the curtains for the news headline review. Up next, we have Debbie's Grill.
Good morning and welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Professor of Finance and Economics at the University of Ghana has criticized government's approach to fiscal discipline, warning that Ghana's economic problems require decisive spending, not celebration of restraint. So Charles Godfred Akar questioned the logic behind what government touts as prudent financial management. While fiscal discipline is good if it's defined as a way of reducing waste of resources, corruption, and then improving on expense efficiency, then it's good, he said. But if fiscal discipline means you should run a budget surplus as a developing country that has so much waste, so much idle resources, manpower resource wasting, then no. According to him, the nation cannot afford to boast about spending cuts when critical sectors are starved of funds and infrastructure remains poor across the country. People are finished investing in 5 years, 6 years, not getting jobs. Nurses are sitting at home. Teachers are still home. Universities cannot employ lecturers when there are so many students, and roads are terrible from here to Kumasi all over the country, he pointed out. So the professor of finance and economics at the University of Ghana is criticizing the government as well as telling the government that, see, if you will spend and it's going to improve the economic status of the country, it's going to bring development, then it's fine. We all clap hands for you. But if we are going to spend and it's going to worsen in what we are seeing now, then there is no need. Because I would say we've wasted a lot of our resources. If we want to start way back from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the administrations we've experienced, I can boldly say that we've wasted a lot of resources. Let's just imagine when Kwame Nkrumah was in power, he brought out a pencil factory, he brought out a lot of factory, but now most of this factory are rotting in bushes. And then this whole factory that the taxpayers' money has been used to build has now become a joint for smokers. It has become a joint for waywarders to stay there. It has become a conducive environment for crimes. And no one cares about this. As it stands now, even common toothpick we import from other countries. Common toothpick, we import it from other countries. You see, I don't know how God created Ghana, but Ghana is so unique with diverse resources. We have gold, we have bauxite, we have crude oil, we have all the resources. We even have oil. We are so blessed. But as it stands now, we are the ones moving from one country to the other, seeking for arms, begging people to help us survive. And I know one day we are going to account for it. Because how can we have all these resources and still be seeking for arms? It means our leaders has disappointed us. From the late 90s to now, they've disappointed us. The only thing they know is they come into power and it is for me and myself and it ends there. We don't continue a project that is being started by opponents. No. Because I will not be credited. If I should continue the project, no one would say that, oh, it was Deborah who did it, so, and I mean, yeah. And this has really killed us as a country. It has delayed our progress. And it's not as if our leaders, they don't know the right thing, or they know it, but they don't want to do it. And we continue lending money. We continue lending money here and then, moving from country to country to seek for arms. We have gold. We have gold in Ghana. But it's a pity. We take those gold out and it's not even refined in Ghana. They have to send it outside the country. And then when they are done, something that belongs to us, we take only 10% from it. And then the 90% of it goes to other countries. How do we expect to grow as a nation or develop? No, we can't. Because if what belongs to you, you don't fully own it, then what is the essence? We kept celebrating independence, but Ghana, we are not independent. We are still colonized by people. We take orders from people. We cannot take decisions on our own because we are bound to them. And if we don't abide by what they say, then it means that we are going to crash as a country. And it's a pity. It's so sad. I didn't meet Kwame Nkrumah, but then I've read a lot about the history of Kwame Nkrumah, the measures he put in place, how he wants Ghana to become a hub of, all Africans. He wants Ghana to become a head of all Africans. He wanted to unite all Africans together. And then Ghana will become the head. If you need something, you come to Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah was on the right path. But because of selfishness, we pushed him out. And this is what we are seeing today. Even projects that were starting during his time has been left to rot. And every time we keep on bringing budget, we keep on spending. And the professor is saying this. If we will spend and it's not going to solve any problem, then we shouldn't spend. But if we will spend and it's going to solve problem, it's going to bring 100% solution to our problem, then that's fine. Because we cannot be spending and still be marking time. Then it means we are not making progress. Are we going forward or we are coming backwards as a nation? It doesn't make sense if I should tell you that I have this, I have that, and the next time I come to you that you should borrow me this. The same person that is boasting, I have this, I have that, I own 1,000 cars, I own this, and then I come to you again to borrow me a car. How will you see me? Won't you see me as somebody who is not, like someone who is senseless? That is what we are as a nation, because we have everything. Everything. Our leaders are they are our biggest problem. I wish we don't even have a leader. Like everybody should be moving like that. And okay, you won't say then we know that we don't have a leader, so nothing is moving on. Well, we can adjust. But we have leaders. We still have students who sit under trees to study. We have students who still sit on bare floor to study. We have graduates walking about, no work. But when you go to the university, you see someone at the age of 90 years still teaching. You yourself, you can see that you need to go and rest. You need to retire and let the young ones come down. And they are there. 80s, 90s, they are there. They don't want to give opportunities for these young ones to come. Every year we have students graduating, but trust me, out of those 1,000 students that graduate, it is only 10% that are fortunate enough to be employed. Even with that one, most of them, they are from families that and we have people, you have to struggle with your own certificate, working from office to office. You get and then you meet people who are old enough to be in the house with their grandchildren, but they are in the office. And then we see citizens with certificates walking about mercilessly. Why won't we be recording a lot of armed robbery cases? Because there is nothing to do. And if I want to survive, what do you expect me to do? If I will sell drugs and that will give me money, it's not good, but that is what the environment is offering me, and so that is basically what I'm going to do. If this is how we are going to continue, it will not help us. It will not. I just wish God can take everything, like take the gold, so we know that we don't have anything. Then without when we are going out to borrow, it makes sense. But we having everything and still going to bend down, pleading with these people to give us money. We have a very huge problem. And until we sit down, fish out the problem, we know it, we know the problems, work towards it, then we will still remain where we are. But trust me, when we fail, posterity will definitely judge us. Thank you for making time with me on the screen.
When we fail, posterity will definitely judge us. And that was from Miss Debbie. Today in history with Miss Regina, what do you have for us?
Today in history, Founders Day in Ghana. It is a day celebrated to honor the individuals who played a crucial role in the country's independence movement, particularly the Big Six. It was established to commemorate their contributions and broaden the recognition beyond just Kwame Nkrumah, the first president who was previously the sole focus. This day also acknowledges the formation of the United Gold Coast Convention on August 4th, 1947, a key organization in the independence struggle. 1983, in Upper Volta, Captain Thomas Sankara led a military coup on August 4, 1983, ousting Major Jean Baptiste. This coup brought Sankara to power and marked the beginning of his revolutionary government. Sankara's government implemented various radical policies, including mass vaccinations, infrastructure improvements, and social reforms like expanding women's rights. 1984. The Republic of Upper Volta is renamed Burkina Faso. Before becoming Burkina Faso, the country was known as the Republic of Upper Volta, a name derived from the Volta River that flows through the region. Thomas Sankara, who came to power in a coup, spearheaded the renaming as part of his broader efforts to foster national identity and break with the country's colonial past. The term Burkina is from the Moro language meaning upright or integrity, while Faso is from the Douala language meaning father's house or fatherland. The renaming to Burkina Faso was a significant symbolic act, reflecting Sankara's vision for a more independent and self-reliant nation. 1892. Abby and Andrew Borden were murdered in the Fall River in their home on August 4th. Andrew Borden was found dead on the living room couch, while Abby was discovered upstairs. The brutal nature of the crime, with multiple hatchet blows to both victims, shocked the nation. Lizzie Borden, Andrew's daughter, was arrested and tried for murder, but ultimately acquitted. To some few observances, Single Working Women's Day is observed on this day. It is a day to recognize the unique contributions of single women in the workforce and society. The day was founded in 2006 by Barbara Payen to specifically acknowledge these women. Lastly, Assistance Dog Day. It is part of International Assistance Dog Week and honors the vital role these specially trained dogs play in enhancing the lives of individuals with disabilities. It recognizes their dedication, the training they receive, and the independence and support they provide. And that's all for today. And today in history and some observances, live on GhanaTalks breakfast show. Join me same time tomorrow for more amazing and fascinating facts.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina, for the fascinating facts and education. So today is Founders Day, and it was supposed to be a holiday. And so, assuming it was Nanado, it would have been a holiday. But now it's... So maybe Friday, because Mahama said he has shifted... Why are you doing that?
Interior Minister Becca and Auntie.
Mantio.
I say no holiday. There's no
Then
public
you could
holiday.
bring Nanado back. So
We should bring Nanado back because of holiday.
And today, as observances of the day, as well, Single Women's.
Yeah, Single Women Working Day. Single Working Women Day. Yeah.
Wait, no see a day.
And you see a day.
Who should be there?
I don't know.
Hey,
Why not
Single
today?
Women Working. Has someone said you to be single? If you want to be single for yourself.
Single.
And then you should observe today because you're a single lady and you're working.
Yeah.
Sure?
Also true.
All right. This is where we draw the curtains for the first segment of the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. Right after this, we'll be coming up with the news shortly. And after the news, we'll be coming up with the main discussion. Please stick and stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast. French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Good morning and welcome to the morning news broadcast on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, Ghana Health Service to intensify monkeypox sensitization campaign as cases hit 302. Food and Drugs Authority suspends Tasty Tom production over safety concerns. Government to announce new producer price for cocoa today. These and many more coming up shortly. Do stay with us for the detail. Fire has gutted the Accra Tourist Information Center, prompting a swift response from the Ghana National Fire Service. While the exact time of the incident is yet to be confirmed, a video shared on the Facebook page of the Director of Diaspora Affairs at the Office of the President, Kofi Ochre Darko, shows thick plumes of smoke rising from the facility and visible panic among visitors and nearby workers. The extent of the damage remains unclear at this time. However, personnel from the Ghana National Fire Service are on the scene, working to bring the blaze under control. So far, no casualties have been reported. Further updates are expected as investigation continues and officials assess the situation. Ghana Talks Radio followed this particular story to bring you latest updates on that. Moving on, the Ghana Health Service says it is stepping up public education efforts nationwide following a recent spike in monkeypox infections. As of July 30th, 2025, the Ghana Health Service has confirmed 20 new mpox cases, bringing the total number of recorded infections in the country to 302. The latest figures come just days after the service announced Ghana's first monkeypox-related death on July 22nd, alongside 23 new infections. In an interview, the Director of Public Health at the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Franklin Esiedu-Bekwai, said public awareness campaigns will be intensified within second cycle and tertiary institutions. He urged the public to remain alert and report any suspected symptoms to the nearest health facility. The Ghana Health Service, in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service, has developed guidelines for the dissemination. Initially, we focused on private and secondary schools, but we are now expanding the campaign to cover all educational levels and the general public, he said. Despite this assurance, the government is facing growing criticism over its handling of the outbreak as infection numbers continue to rise sharply. Dr. Kingsley Ajima, a member of Parliament Health Committee, described the government's response as inadequate. The government handling of the monkeypox situation is very abysmal, Dr. Ajima said. Let's not joke with our health when viral conditions are involved. A quick survey has showed that many Ghanaians do not know what to do if they suspect monkeypox, and yet cases are escalating. He stressed the urgent need for widespread sensitization campaign to educate the public on symptoms, preventive measures, and when to seek medical attention. Moving on, the Food and Drugs Authority has ordered an immediate suspension of the production of Tasty Tom and Red Tomato Mix by Nutri-Foods Ghana Limited, citing significant health and safety violations at the company's facility. In a statement issued on Sunday, August 3rd, the Food and Drugs Authority said the suspension follows an earlier directive from the recall of the canned Tasty Tom and Red Tomato Mix product, as well as specific batches of the product in 380 grams and 1.05 kilograms punches. The regulatory body said the decision was prompted by numerous consumer complaints, which led to an inspection of the company's operations. According to the Food and Drugs Authority, the investigation revealed poor maintenance of essential manufacturing equipment and the lack of adequate monitoring systems to ensure the safety and quality of the product. The Food and Drugs Authority said production will remain suspended until the company addresses the violation and implements corrective measures that meet the authority's standards. It added that monetary efforts will continue to ensure compliance and safeguard public health. Moving on, government is expected to announce a new producer price for cocoa for the 2025-2026 crop season today, August 4th, 2025. The announcement will proceed following the completion of work by all the committees tasked with reviewing the pricing structure and after the necessary stakeholder consultations. There are strong indications that the new price will reflect a significant increase in dollar terms. However, uncertainty remains about the real value of the new price in cedi terms, given the recent sharp appreciation of the Ghanaian cedi against the US dollar over the past few months. The current producer price is pegged at 3,100 per 64 kilogram bags and 49,600 per ton. Government is pushing forward with the new pricing ahead of the official opening of the 2025-2026 cocoa season on Thursday, August 7th. President Mahama, speaking last month, retreated his administration's commitment to ensuring that cocoa farmers receive at least 70% of the world market price. He said this policy is aimed at restoring dignity, fairness to farmers who are the backbone of Ghana's agricultural economy. As of last night, cocoa was trading at approximately 7,555 per ton on the global market. However, a major concern remained the actual value of any increase in local currency terms, in light of government claims that it has been subsidizing cocoa prices for the past 5 months, paying nearly 90% of the global market price directly to farmers. The chief executive of Cocoa Board, Dr. Randy Abe, expressed concern about how the cedi's appreciation could erode the real earnings of farmers. What we are seeing now is a situation where global prices are high, and that will normally translate into higher incomes for our farmers. But with the cedi appreciating sharply, the gains could be reduced when translated into the Ghana cedi, Dr. Abe explained. In business, the total value of mobile money transaction in Ghana reached 323.2 billion as of June 2025. This marks a decline of 10.2% from the previous month figure of 360 billion, according to the Bank of Ghana's Summary of Economic and Financial Data for July 2025. On an annual basis, the data shows significant growth. In June 2024, the value of mobile money transaction was 224 billion. This represents a year-on-year increase of more than 99 billion, approximately 44.3%, highlighting continued expansion in digital financial activity. activity. The number of mobile transactions also fell slightly in June. A total of 735 million transactions were recorded, down from 796 million in May. This represents a 7.7% drop in transaction volume month on month. Despite this dip, transaction numbers remain well above level from a year ago. In June 2024, 644 million mobile money transactions were recorded. The largest figures reflect a 14.1% year-on-year growth in transaction volume. The data also showed that registered mobile money accounts reached 76.4 million, with 24.5 million active users in June. The float balance, representing the value of funds held in mobile wallet, increased to 28.9 billion, while activity dipped slightly from the previous month. A strong year-on-year growth in both value and volume suggests sustained demand for mobile financial services. Still on business, Ghana has once again experienced an oversubscription in its primary treasury bill auction as government surged 42.7% above the target. Latest data from the Bank of Ghana reveals that whilst the government aims to raise 3.86 billion, it accepted bids totaling 5.48 billion. The data showed that 4.32 billion out of 4.86 in bids for the 91-day bill were accepted. For the 182-day bill, 823 million was taken from 1.50 billion in bids, while 364-day recorded 343 million accepted bids from a total of 774 million. Economic watchers attribute the sudden and sustained oversubscription to renewed institutional appetite for treasury bills, and investor move to lock in current yields ahead of expected declines in interest and inflation rates. Yields on short-term securities continue to fall. The 91-day yield dropped by 54 basis points to 10.21%, while the 182-day fell by 87 basis points to 12.35% from 13.22. The 364-day yield also declined by 106 basis points to 13.24%. Looking ahead, the government aims to raise 8.58 billion at the next auction. To sports, Team Ghana delivered an impressive performance to secure third place in the men's 4x100 meters relay at the 2025 Athletics Federation of Nigeria National Trials. The relay cut off Moses Mbila, Safo Ansah, Edwin Gadayi and Kujo Michael combined smoothly to clock a time of 41.9 seconds, ending the team a well-deserved podium finish in a fiercely contested race. Their performance showcased Ghana's growing strength and spirit relay event, with clean baton exchanges and explosive speed across all four legs. The consistency and cohesion of the team were on full display, especially with experienced runners like Safo Ansah and Edwin Gadayi scoring key legs. The bronze medal adds to Ghana's overall success at the AFN trials and provides a confidence boost ahead of upcoming continental meet. In showbiz, the atmosphere was electric, with empathy as thousands of Ghanaians assembled at the Independence Square on the night of August 2nd to honor the late music legend Charles Kwajofo, so affectionately known as Daddy Lumba. This candlelight vigil was a poignant tribute to one of the country's most cherished artists whose melodies have resonated with generations. Daddy Lumba died at the Bank Hospital located in Cantonment, Accra, in the early mornings of July 26th. Before his death, he had been unwell and had suffered from undisclosed health issue for over 15 years. Participants, predominantly dressed in black, illuminated the square with flickering candles as they reminisced about Daddy Lumba's influence on Ghana's music scene. There was an outpouring of tribute, poetry recitals, choral performances, and other performances to celebrate the fallen music giant on the night. The air was filled with the sounds of his timeless hit, with many singing alongside to classic that have been anthems of love and life in Ghana. The visual served not only as a memorial but also as a celebration of his artistic legacy that continues to inspire many people. As mourners share stories and memories, the emotional weight of the night was palpable. Daddy Lumba's contribution to the music industry have left an indelible mark with his songs often reflecting the joy and struggles of everyday life in the country. The gathering was a testament to the deep connection he forged with fans who cherished his music as a soundtrack to their lives. The Candle Night Vigil is part of a series of planned commemorative events aimed at celebrating Daddy Lumba's life and legacy. As one of Ghana's most influential artists, his work transcended more entertainment and spoke to the heart of the Ghanaian experience. His songs, over 200 records, often addressed theme of love, resilience, and cultural pride, cementing his statue as a national treasure. And that's how we wrap up for now on the morning news broadcast. Do want to log on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. I am Deborah Dawes, so do have a good morning.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, and I'm with level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go be spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. Not tune in, and say this is what you see. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and this now listen. About your fire, 1 year, Konya, Wadding, Jajan.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries,
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adosu.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
It's a beautiful Monday morning, a new week, a fresh week, the first Monday of the month of August. And we welcome you to the show on Ghana Talks Radio. My name is Pakwesi Omare, regular host. And as we do it on Mondays, I have my gentlemen in here to hold down the conversation with us. I'll take this opportunity to invite you to join our conversation on all our social media platforms at Ghana Talks Radio, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on X. Our phone lines are very active. You can send your messages through 0202 544 614. 0202 544 614. Later on, we would have Dennis join us. Dennis, a political analyst, an independent commentator on social and political issues. But right now, I have in the studios the NDC's communications team member for Domekwa Abenya in the person of APM, and also I have Abdul Razak who speaks for the NPP. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
A new week, a new month, same old government. Razak, I hope everything is fine.
We are managing.
Managing?
Yes,
oh.
we're managing.
But how things are going in the country? Managing the...
We can only say we are managing because the reflection of certain things in the economy is not as seen. So we are managing.
No, okay.
I think that's the right word to use.
That's the right word you can use for how things are going. That's fine. That's fine. Ebi?
Yes, sir, Chief.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
How are things?
We thank Allah. We thank God for His mercies. Only that I've been unwell a little bit. I've been under the weather for some few days. But we are managing.
But everyone is going with management today.
No, I'm talking based on my health.
Oh, okay.
I have, this sore all over my mouth,
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
I nearly,
nearly fell sick.
Yeah. But anyway, we thank God that we are alive, and we are alive, and we have the administration of John Dramani Mahama. If you like, the NDC in power, so we know we are safe.
Okay.
Yeah, we are safe. Our security, our finances is getting better. It will get far more better.
Okay.
We know that the decisions taken on our behalf by the people we elect would favor us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get into the conversations, do you see the drivers, the transport short drivers, have illegally increased the transport fares without any approval or communication from GPRTU? This morning I actually spoke with the GPRTU Deputy Communications Officer, and he stated emphatically that they haven't increased anything of that sort. So what the drivers are doing, they are even shocked. But what exactly is going on in this country? It seems everyone wants to do whatever they want in this country.
So I think this has to do with security issue. The insecurities in this country, it has risen. This is a fact. Every now and then you hear people being killed. You hear that people die in Asawasi, people dying in Kumasi, people dying all over the country. Drivers are dying, and people are dying all over the country. And especially the issue of Boko with John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. I'm talking about insecurity, so you have to listen. He relied. He used it as a political tool to campaign, and fortunately or unfortunately, it worked for him. And today you can see the rise in the insecurities in the area. Over 300 people has died already. Wow. As against 50 people in Nanado's administration. Yes.
Really?
You are not on the media. They reported it, even from Boko, not any. So I'm telling you what was on the grounds. The reality is that insecurity has risen to a level that right now. Initially, the issue of Boko had to do with it was premised within the confines of Boko. Today it is spreading outside of Boku, all over the country.
Wow.
If you are a Mampusi or Kosasi by tribe, wherever you live, you feel insecure because of the rate at which the conflict is spreading across the country.
Okay.
But we don't know who to blame, or we are feeling shy, or we are feeling scared of blaming the government for causing it.
But do you think it is the
I
cause
blame
of
the government caused it. We all
Wow.
heard it when he went to Boku. Emphatically, he pronounced who he believed to be a king, or who
Wow.
the chief is in Boku.
Really?
Yes.
He did that?
He said it clearly.
Okay.
And he told them that anytime NDC is in power, Boku is peaceful. All these are factual. The videos are there for people to see.
Okay.
And so they promised them that when they come to power, there will be peace in Boku. Today, we are seeing the reverse. We all want to see that there's peace. Nobody wants violence.
Yeah.
Or we don't want people being killed or seeing people being killed. That's a sad thing. But let's not politicize this issue. The issue of Boku needs serious attention. And I'm actually hoping that Otunfo should be able to resolve the matter amicably.
Okay.
With regards to the transport being increased, we're told that the passing of the D levy would not have effect at the pumps, meaning there will be no increment at the pumps. But the moment it was passed, we saw that fuel price at various pumps level had increased.
Has increased, okay.
And as of yesterday, I saw that there's another increment again.
Okay.
So it is illegal though, but what we are saying is that the economy is not stable. We have an artificial economy. That's why things are moving the way they are.
Okay.
You see that dollar is at Bank of Ghana's dollar is at 10.4, 10.5 or so.
10.5.
But the Forex Bureau are selling 12.5 and Abuchi is selling 13 cedis. But even with that, if you go to the bank, you won't get the dollar to buy. You only get it at Abuchi at 13 cedis. So the disparity is that Bank of Ghana has 10.4 and the Forex Bureau, which appears to be reliable place to get a dollar, also has it 12.4 or 5 or so. The disparities there tells you that there's some artificial hand in the economy, controlling things that are not allowing things to be done as it is supposed to be.
Okay. Abi.
Yes, sir, boss.
Razak has spoken. And
okay. Good morning to our cherished listeners.
Sure.
And those following us on the streamlines. Well, I don't know. He's talked plenty. I don't even know which one to respond to, but
no, don't respond.
Let me respond to your question. You see, I think we have to watch it.
Yeah.
We as citizens are not happy when there's always going to be a sort of like having the drivers or those in the transport business being shortchanged in terms of fuel, price increases. Okay. We always want to have a system where, in as much as there's, increment in fuel prices, it should, reflect positively in the output of the drivers or transport operators. Okay. So you don't want anybody to be shortchanged. And with my background in economics, I think that we always have to face reality. Okay. We should pay realistic prices for whatever we go in for. So if we are going to witness a situation where some drivers or transport operators would like to siphon or take advantage of prices against their own passengers.
Yeah.
I believe the GPRTU will have to act and then bring sanity to this very matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's important. You know, we always say drivers or transport operators should not be shortchanged. They should not. There shouldn't be a system that will work against them or their work. So we also, or as transport operators, they also have to know that Ghanaians are watching. We will not allow a situation where, whilst we talk to government not to, you know, do anything untoward, we would also like them to also, you know, remain within bounds.
Bounds, okay.
Yeah. So with regards to the conflict in Boko and its rising matters,
Yeah.
I believe strongly all these problems we are facing has bearing on lack of history.
Okay.
Or our disposition towards history. How are we people who have documented our history so well? Have we kept alive most important part of our past? Or did we falsify our history?
Okay.
You see, that is the problem we have as people.
Yeah.
You know, we don't take things seriously. Things that are germane to our existence as a people. So today, nobody is giving us definitive history regarding royal matters of
that particular.
That particular enclave. It's worrying.
It's like everyone has a story to tell. It, but there is no definite.
Yes. You see, it's serious. We have to sit up. That is why it is important that any tradition, any political tradition, that, you know, finds it convenient to falsify our history, you know, we need to fight them back.
Okay.
And I don't think the MPP stands a better chance when it comes to accurate history of our country.
Why is that?
Oh yes, of course. They always want to, you know, falsify. They want to, you know, massage history, you know, to make it advantageous to them.
What do you mean? Maybe you should be specific.
Yeah, we know how much you guys are eager to always change history, the course of history.
How?
To the extent that if you had the chance, you obliterate the importance of our independence. And
how did they do that?
Oh, of course. You see, when you read articles on what happened after the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah, you realize that some people attempted to either delete or dilute, falsify our history.
Hey.
Yes.
AP.
That is a fact.
Okay.
This is an assertion. It's not a fact.
My brother, I will not sit on radio with our numerous listeners, millions of listeners across the country and outside the country. Whatever I'm speaking through this microphone is going, you know, public.
Yeah, it's going public. So you have to be factual.
We know what happened.
Yes,
to the extent that books written by Nkrumah were banned from campuses. Legon, go and ask. It's documented. You see, honestly speaking, we have, as a people, we have to take our history seriously.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing that we have records of the history of people whose existence, or who, you know, it has nothing to do with Ghana or Africa. But we learn them, we ensure that nothing gets missing from
Yeah,
that piece of history. But with our own, no. I don't know how many Ghanaian books, for either people or for readership, sake, has record of chieftaincy matters, or even our, local people, documented in them.
Yeah.
We don't read history, we don't care, but we find the history of other people very important.
Sure.
I think it's improper to resolve this matter. Honestly speaking, it will take a lot of effort.
Okay.
Because all the people in question are Ghanaians. They have rights. Now, once we have a distorted history path.
Yeah.
This one says this. This one says no. This is the story. This one will also give you a different version.
Yeah.
When these things happen, it means there's no single authentic source to go for. And we know, as people who have studied a little bit of law before, most of our provisions in the Constitution or even in the customary laws is grounded on some of these important pieces of history.
Yeah.
You can't create laws for people when you don't know their cultural background, you don't know their customary, details.
Okay.
It will be difficult. So now, where do you go?
So I agree with you on this one, because the law in itself, law is just like is born out of history.
Okay.
Because of what has happened in the past, we are able to make laws to govern ourselves the way we want to.
Okay.
So I agree with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the case. We have distorted the history. We have not kept records of the history.
Sure.
You hear that these people say, "Oh, these people came to meet us. They were traders, and we didn't have interest in chieftaincy matters or any issues with rulership. So we made them." You see, sometimes it's not easy. Yeah, it's so you see. This goes back to.
But my problem is even the fact that, and I don't even know how an issue of transportation has diverted to this, but I mean,
no, I was done with it.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
because he made those
it,
statements.
okay, sure.
But do you know one thing? This is the issue.
Yeah.
How do we get to the bottom of this matter?
And even for us to get an answer to that, we all know there is a ruling on this issue. The court has ruled on this issue. The Boku issue. Omadiwo court ama judgment. So how are we finding it so difficult to enforce it?
That's where politics come in. The issue of politicizing
political.
This is serious. This is very serious.
Very, very serious.
Maybe we should deal on this matter some other day.
If
sure, we are definitely going to look at it.
If care is not taken,
we spoke on it, I think last Friday, but we because it's a progressive matter.
It's serious.
It's a progressive matter. It keeps developing into so many aspects that, I mean, the lives that we are losing is too much.
It's problematic because this is the case where nobody would accept even verdicts from court.
That's, you see,
and nobody will also accept that. Okay, per history, we have documented history, and we have, told history. We have, so nobody is ready to accept anything except things that go in their favor. So, my brother, it will take a very strategic decision to bring this to an end, and I don't know how we are going to do it as a country. You see, unless there is the will, to, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to say this on radio because it's going. should we find a land?
Yeah. To
resettle. No, it may be an option for
Yeah.
So that government will cede, this natural resource to one group.
Okay.
If it's possible. I wonder if we have to move on. Maybe we should do a more detailed research.
I want you to finish what.
No, you see, you have to be very, very careful with some of these things because it will inspire. Yeah, it will inspire passions, and sometimes if you are not careful, you fall into the quagmire politicians have found themselves in.
Sure.
Because the politicization is what is causing some of these problems. Because it's obvious, my brother, it's obvious.
Yeah.
Now, if you say you know this as a fact, and you invest your interest in it, be sure you are doing it against a group. Okay. You are doing it in favor of a group.
Yeah.
So, do you know? It means that you are, if you tow a line, it means you are towing a perpendicular line to other people, and they will punish you for it politically.
Okay.
No matter where you stand.
Okay.
So to find a neutral ground and then exact the verdicts of the courts, my brother. In fact, I think let's reserve this matter.
I think we must be able to call our government to order when they are going wayward.
Okay.
In terms of politicization of the matter. That's an important thing we just have to.
I agree with you because this thing started not today.
No, it started
you understand?
Way before since 1957.
Yeah, way before.
So it's problematic.
Sure. Okay. Now, getting into
and do you know what is surprising? Sincerely speaking, I'm going to talk as a patriot. It's absolute nonsense for our national security architecture to tell us that they are unaware as to how weapons will enter this country, find way to Boko for the purposes of violence. It's utter nonsense. I think you see we should not be treating this matter as a political song.
Okay.
Some people must get fired.
Sure.
What kind of nonsense is that? You are paid to work. You have been trained to work in this manner. And you see, until Nanado came, national security, you couldn't even identify them. You cannot identify a national security operative.
But now we can identify.
Oh, but now these big long phones they are wielding and they are all about. You see, I think my government. Oh yes, of course. You see, my government. That is the NDC government. President Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I pray that he reverses national security to its original form.
That's not true. That's not true.
They should stop being so open. They should stop being easily recognizable.
Was it not national security? Until for John camera.
Because for ammunition to enter this country,
don't go there, my brother.
Find way to Boko, and we say we don't know how and why. My brother, it's worrying.
Okay.
You are being paid out of the taxpayers contribution.
Yeah.
Protect the taxpayer. You said no. Look, honestly speaking, this national, I don't know whether we have a national security architecture, a new one in place.
No, we've always had the same structure.
Then they are doing a very poor work.
Even under your government.
Yes, my brother, they are being sluggish.
Okay.
For you see, ISIS, when they were at their heydays, CIA. You know, one thing I like about the white man is that he is bad. He will do bad things, but he knows how to do it. He knows how to get issues resolved. when the CIA wanted to know the source of ISIS, even though people have theory that it is even created by the same Americans, do you know what they did? The dagger, the knife that they wield or that they find on them, they will zoom it, look at the type of knife, go to the company that produces the knife, then get to have information on who came and purchased this on this and that and they were able to trace the source of ISIS. Are we saying that our national security is so damp and daft that they don't have this little thing? I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? It's a serious matter. Look, Ghana is insecure. If ammunitions will enter our borders without we knowing.
And then the hands of
my brother, do you know one thing? Do you know one thing?
My brother is being a Ghanaian.
Oh, my brother. No. You know one thing. If I sit here and speak as though I am not worried about how some of these things happen. Do you know the repercussions? Do you know the consequences of some of these things? It means anything can enter.
Exactly.
Do you know that national security budget is not even discussed in public? Do you know why? Because of the nature of it. Then you have a system where they are so porous, they are not even living up to expectation. It's about go and arrest this, then you see them before you even talk, before you are even done with the statement, go and arrest this, they are already there. National security alone, I know some portion of the police have national security, outfits, but I'm sure that if you leave this to 5 people in the national security, they will resolve this matter. How do the ammunitions get to Boko? We have been asking these questions since the inception of this uprising.
Our borders needs to be kept in place. Sure. The borders are where they smuggle all of these things inside.
Do you know one thing? Okay. Do you know what is annoying? Me, I'm always conversant with the Elubo stretch, the border. The interest is money.
Exactly.
Master,
once you give them money,
that's all.
They will let you pass.
And you see,
and that is serious.
You see, the most serious thing is when they are entering. I can, if you give me, if I'm at Elibo and you give me like 5 pistols, I will easily bring it to Ghana. Because when you get there, when you get to the military post, they will just stop the car. Then they will let people, especially the Ivorians, go through a room. There's no search, there's nothing. Then they will just go and drop money and go. I've used that. No, look, nobody should come and call me to answer anything. That's the fact. They know it. They know it. They should stop doing those things. Look, it is time. If you look at where the world is going now, the world is not waiting for anybody.
No.
Now look at AI. People have sat and developed a system where whatever I didn't say, they can use my image to say.
Exactly.
And we are still grappling with border issues. The most important thing they should do to the borders, in fact, the ECOWAS should do is make sure that artificial barrier is taken off in terms of goods and services that we can exchange. Okay. But physical and serious things like ammunition and weapons, and they enter the country and we say we don't know. Serious. Do you know that our part is even better when you are entering Ivory Coast? Yeah. Oh, Master, it's money. It's money. We need to be very serious.
We need to be very serious.
We need to be very serious. Before somebody will come and call me for answers, the person should resolve the matter of how ammunitions get into this country without our executive president knowing, without the national security architecture knowing, without anybody mandated to search and ensure that whatever comes in, is approved.
Okay. All right. We need to.
When they resolve that matter, this matter will stop.
Oh, okay.
Because people cannot use cane to go and kill themselves.
Sure.
Say 290 men with that system no ama o met me the abako I don't move question the Shaolin so even no more.
All right.
Oh, we should get serious as a country.
We really need to. Now moving on to the main conversations for the day, and today we are going to have enough time to discuss this issue.
Okay, good.
And I hope we are well prepared for this discussion
Good.
because the Ghana Airports Company Limited.
And I saw.
It's beyond an eyesore. And what worries me is that it seems this particular structure of corruption was designated for most of our various revenue officers. So we look at GRE, the same thing happened there, SML. And now we are looking at the same structure or system at the Ghana airports. Now, before the 2024 elections, the Ghana airports contracted a particular company for audit servicing. Evertex. And before some of these contracts come into play, what we are looking at is procurement. We're even looking at bidding,
It's
interviewing,
part of the procurement.
like all these things. Now the companies that submitted for or bidded for this contract, Evertex wasn't even part of it. They weren't part.
Okay.
And investigations have proven that they were brought on the table by then board chairman. Okay. And also, Evertex seems to be a subsidiary company of SML.
Okay.
And Evertex have only one employee according to Senate. According to Senate, Evertex has only one employee.
With how many board members? Does he have board members? Does he have
Let him. It's your turn. Take one at a time.
I'm only asking questions.
How can you answer? Your administration did this.
And
yes,
I
I have my own understanding on this issue. I'm just waiting for him to finish.
And so, with all these irregularities, the OSP is looking to see the faults and then proceed with either prosecution or whatsoever we can get to. And so the board chairman then, Paul Adomoche, was picked up. And after he was picked up, before then, he mentioned that this is a witch hunting against him. Because he's not even the one to be called or be investigated. Meanwhile, you are the one who brought this particular company to the airport. You brought Evertex. Evertex didn't even come for interviewing. They didn't bid for this contract.
According to the story, they did. They came for the interview. But you see, you
see, one thing is that
these people have mastered the art of.
You know who brought about this particular investigation?
Manasseh Azuri and one, yeah.
And Manasseh has already spoken to Paul and some of the Evertex, and they admitted that they didn't.
Wow.
They didn't. It was Paul who just brought them,
So these stories from different sizes. So
No.
different size.
The official reports we have now is the one that we are going to, because that's the official report. We are not going by the hearsay, this said this or this said that. So we are just dealing with the official report we have. But I don't know. Whenever it comes to corruption, I don't even know. And it seems that the previous administration really had a lot going on without our knowledge as a country. But then, Abdul, I'll give you the platform to because sure. it happened under your party. So
okay, so before I come to the substantive matter, I want to raise a preliminary issues.
All right.
All these investigations by the OSP is premised on the fact that they promised Ghanaians that they were coming to fight corruption. I mean the government. They promised the Ghanaians that they were going to recover all loot by the SWL administration.
Okay.
But the understanding I have is that this government is not and cannot, they are not willing to fight corruption.
Really?
They are not ready and are not willing to fight corruption. Not even one bit. They have no iota of willingness in fighting corruption.
Okay, but why?
Because I cannot understand why just a month into an office, you discontinued, you entered nullity procedure to throw away all cases against your party top executive. You throw it into the dustbin.
Okay.
How willing are you to fight corruption? You are not willing to fight corruption.
Tell us the
We
merit.
were promised. Let me flow.
You have your time.
We were promised Operation Recover All Loot.
Yeah.
This was to ensure that all the loot that has been done or that has happened during the SWL administration will be recovered.
Okay.
Today, because it is against your party member, you have entered nullity procedure to discontinue such case on the submission that you have recovered 60%, and Bank of Ghana came with a counter claim that it is only 10%. So this AG, look, let me tell you, Comrade Dufour's case.
Yeah.
AG was the counsel.
Okay.
He was the lawyer pursuing that case. So we have something we call nemo judex in causa sua. The principle of personal, personal interest in a matter.
Okay.
Conflict of personal interest.
Okay.
You were the lawyer pursuing the case, and now you are the attorney general. How do you discontinue the case, knowing very well that people will say that, look, you have interest in the case? You cannot continue. Allow the court process to go. Why do we punish people? There are so many reasons why we punish people. Number one, to deter them. Number two, for public safety. These are the only two I want to talk about.
Okay.
If you discontinue cases like this, does that mean I can also go into a public office, steal money, and then they will take 60% out of the money, and I'll enjoy the 40%? How willing are you to fight corruption? So now we were promised Operation Recover All Loot, but we are now being delivered Operation Recover Some Loot and share the rest. The government is not willing to fight corruption.
Okay.
Not even one bit.
Okay.
Look, this guy called Kevin Taylor.
Yeah.
Kevin Taylor had a bench warrant on him. You brought him into the country, protect him with national security, and went to court with your newly appointed justices of the Supreme Court. Look, I said this here.
Yeah.
That the statement that was made by President Mahama prior to the election, they are very dangerous to our judiciary system. Today, what are we seeing?
What statement was that?
He said that, look, when he gets the power to come into office, he's going to appoint justices of the Supreme Court to balance the bench. I have the video here.
Okay.
To balance the bench. That means he's going to appoint his NDC members to come to the bench so that he can control the bench the way he wants.
So does that mean
you can see the relationship?
I'm coming. Does that mean previously we had the bench occupied by a certain political party?
That's an assertion he made.
That's an assertion he made.
Yes.
Okay.
That's an assertion he made.
Okay.
And you can see the relationship. Someone that has bench warrant on him, he landed into the country, and we heard reports that when he came, he was with he lived at the vice president's residence. That's where they kept him, prevent the state institution, security state institution from arresting him.
Okay.
As in the bench warrant on him.
Okay.
And now they've taken it to court to quash the bench warrant with their newly appointed justices of the Supreme Court.
But can we also
how
say,
willing are you to fight corruption
can we
with
also
all
say
these
that,
things going on?
that is just an assertion that he was kept at the vice president's because
but
there are no evidence to prove that.
There are no evidence to prove that.
Do you have evidence to prove
I do not have evidence to prove that.
So we can say that's also an assertion.
That's an assertion.
Yeah.
This is far from assertion. This is far from assertion.
Let me make my point.
Okay.
So you said that you are ready and willing to fight corruption.
Yeah.
But when it comes to corruption and other related issues with your party executives, you tend to throw it into the dustbin. So is it that we are now only willing to fight corruption when it has to do with the opposite party? Is that how we build a democracy? No, definitely no.
Okay.
So this issue that I was coming to, the substantive matter.
Yeah.
Look, I'm surprised that this issue of corruption at the Ghana Airport Company is being, pursued or investigated, with the exception of the MD, the managing director, who signs the contract. And now you are only calling the board chairman.
Okay.
Who doesn't sign? Whose duty is only to chair the meetings and other staffs. The board chairman, he doesn't sign. There are contracts that the managing director will sign without even the notice of the board chairman. It does have to come to the board chairman. So you cannot be investigating the board chairman and you leave out the managing director. For what reasons? Under the Procurement Act, board chairman doesn't sign contracts. The only time the board, it's not even only the board chairman. The board will sign a contract is when the contract is from some huge nature or something like that, which is beyond the powers of the managing director. Then it will be brought to the board for the board to consider. But you do not. So now Paul is being called on the basis of what? That is the board chairman.
On the basis
and he didn't
of
even sign the contract.
He was the one who brought Ivatex.
How do you say he was the one who brought Ivatex?
Oh, but Paul himself
he admitted
it.
Okay, so he brought. How did he? When did he admit that? I didn't see it. Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, please read the report again, please. Read several reports.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I said I didn't see it.
Okay.
So
if you haven't seen it,
that is also corruption. That is also corruption. He's away.
But that's not correct.
It's corruption.
It's fair. He hasn't seen it, so he can't speak to.
The way you are fair, okay. The way you are fair is okay.
I said I've not seen it.
Yes, and that's fair. I mean, you can't speak to something you haven't seen.
No.
But that doesn't mean that it is not true.
Yes.
You just haven't seen it.
Yeah, so maybe if I make my findings and I find out that he really admitted,
you come back here.
But the truth is that look, the truth is that you don't investigate the MD leaving. The board chairman leaving the MD. It's not done. And the contract was even said that there was no financial commitment. The only thing that was done there is that, look, the company was supposed to help Ghana Airport Company to stop or to ensure that they get more revenue where they are losing as a revenue. You understand?
Yeah.
And the understanding was that if, let's say, the company is able to ensure that Ghana Airport Company receives revenue of, let's say, 100 million, they will take like 20% of the profit they've helped the company retrieve.
Okay.
So there was no financial commitment. They were not paid money. It's not as if they were paid money to come and do this and that. It was just an agreement. You said you can help us get this revenue from this where you think we are lacking revenue or are missing revenue. Then fine, come and do it. They explained to the board considered it. Even after the time the contract was signed, Paul was not there.
Okay.
Paul had resigned.
Let me read something. Let me read something to you.
November.
Let me read something.
It was signed by the MD.
Okay, let me read something to you. The managing director and board member of the Ghana Airport Company, the one you said you don't understand why she hasn't been called yet. Her name is Mrs. Yvonne Anefri Opare, said she did not know that SML and Ivatex had any links at the time of the contract. But this runs contrary to the account of the then board chairman of the Ghana Airport Company Limited, Paul Adomotri. According to Adomotri, who did not agree to a recorded interview, he remembered Ivatex only by its links to SML, referring to Ivatex as the SML people in a phone call. Paul Adomotri revealed that the CEO of SML, Ivan Sedusei, whom he identified through media reports was present when Ivatex appeared before the Ghana Airport Company Limited board for a presentation. As we will later show, Ivatex did not appear before the Ghana Airport Company Limited. So now you are getting it. A different company did the presentation.
A different company did the presentation.
And yet the contract went to Ivatex.
Yes.
A different company did the presentation. Is that the end of it? Maybe the company, maybe they were doing that on behalf of Ivatex.
Do you know what happened? Ivatex has no knowledge. They have no prior history of these things. So do you know what they did? They employed somebody to do the presentation.
Exactly.
And I understanding from the report, when I read it, it appears as if when they invited those people, that Evans Eduse was there.
Yeah.
So he invited them to come and do the presentation.
He is the CEO.
When they were done, then he signed the contract.
See,
hey, these people.
Sources close to Evans Eduse deny he ever appeared before the Airport Company Limited board, which suggests Paul Adomatri knew the link between Ivatex and SMO before the board meeting. So, see, this whole
these people, they know how to steal that to the extent that you will not even understand how they did it. It's not. This is pretense. This is more than pretense.
We don't want to use the word,
look,
misrepresentation.
If these people, especially Nana,
you learn. Yeah, sure.
So, I was saying that it is not, just as you've read, it is not right that you investigate the board. You cannot sign a contract as an MD without having knowledge of what it was contained in the contract.
Okay.
So definitely the MD has questions to answer.
Definitely she will. It's a progressive matter, so definitely we might get to her.
And the first point, of course, should be the MD. You understand? The first point, of course, should be the MD. This is an attitude of witch hunting, just to find out problem where there's no problem.
With everything I just read to you,
you've read something to me, and I am saying that contact the MD first before you come to Paul Adomiche, who didn't sign the contract. You understand?
But he brought the people.
Well, that's an assertion. It's a conflicting view.
No, it's not. It's not conflicting.
My brother here.
Assertion.
My brother, you said he agreed. He agreed that he brought it, right?
He admitted.
He admitted.
Yes.
From what you read, I didn't hear that. From what you read, maybe you will pick out that particular line and let me get it. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear that he admitted.
All right, that's fair. That's fine.
So let's assume he admitted that he brought the board. Was the board competent? Were they competent enough to do the job?
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
We just read here. We just read from the reports that Ivatex didn't even come to do the presentation. They made, it was a different company that came to do the presentation. Secondly, Ivatex has no prior knowledge as to how this particular service.
So let's understand this. Was there financial commitment? Has Ghana Airport Company paid any amount of them, any amount to Ivatex?
No, they haven't.
They haven't.
Yes.
They haven't.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
They were just about.
They
were just about.
You see, what I'm saying is that they didn't have financial commitment.
Okay.
The understanding was that help us get this amount of money. Then you take 20%.
15%.
Okay, so it was initially 20, and they they deliberated, and it later landed on 15. I knew it's 16. So the understanding was that if you help us retrieve, let's say like 100 cedis, we'll give you 15% of the 100 cedis.
Okay.
From what you help us retrieve.
Okay.
It's not even about retrieval.
You say what is wrong with that? So you don't see any problem with the fact that the company that was giving the contract.
The company sees a problem, and they tell you that, look, here there is a problem. We can help you do this and do this to get this amount of money out of where there's a problem.
Razak, wait. But let's not factor it. I'm coming. You relax.
Okay.
See, where the problem is that Ivatex was given a shady deal. One, they didn't even come for the presentation. They didn't come for bidding. They was brought on board they were bypassed. They bypassed all those people who submitted their bid for them to be given the contract. Secondly, they came in a different shape or form for the presentation. So today we have a presentation with Razak. But Razak is not the one doing the presentation. Dennis is doing the presentation. Then afterwards, okay, Dennis, you've done well. So let's give Dennis the contract. Then the contract goes to Razak. I don't know if you are getting me. And Razak, you are telling me that if they were, the report says that Ivatex didn't even have the capacity. How does a company with only one registered employee service an audit and retrieve money? And Razak, but you don't see any problem with that.
My understanding is that, as I have stated, if let's say there was financial commitment and the company
so
failed on
that's
its
the
parts,
only way you think
let
then
me
they would have
finish.
been wrong.
If the company failed on its parts to execute what they were supposed to do under the contract, the obligations that arise under the contract or that arose under the contract, there's a problem.
But once there was no financial commitment,
I paid money to you to do something and you didn't do it. That's where there's a problem.
Okay.
You understand? You are supposed to do something. You are unable to do it. That's a problem.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
There's no financial commitment. That's number one. The only time we'll pay money to you is when you are able to help us generate this amount of money. We'll take 20% of that money and pay you.
Okay.
This is contract.
Okay.
So when they fail to do their part of the contract, the obligation under the contract, then there's a problem.
Okay.
And money has been paid. That's where you can say there's a problem.
All right.
And even with that, you investigate the MD first. Don't go to the board chairman.
Okay.
He didn't sign the contract. The first point of call is the MD.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't go the board chairman. No.
All right. All right. So
what I'm saying is that we have cases that you look at it and you see that, okay, because Paul has said this and this and that about Kisi Ajabang, what's the name? Because Paul has said a lot of things about him, he's now trying to come at Paul with this matter.
Really? That's how you see it?
That's how I see it.
Okay.
Political witch hunting.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Thank you. AP.
Yes, sir, Chief.
The NPP says this is a political witch hunting. But what do you have to say about this?
Chief, on say Sankrofo, Udio Machia, Untoma said that they have mastered the art of corruption. Or ma master, dear no. Massa, a school can go for your professors. A school when him dear. Share on your way. Omashada. When they knew that SML is reading into it. When they realized that that SML has become a demonic entity for Ghanaians or to Ghanaians, then they fronted Evertex to secure another contract. According to the MD, when she herself sanctioned an audit, she realized that there wasn't any leakage. You know what Evertex was to do to ensure that there was accurate reporting on revenue. That is simply
what they're supposed to do.
So if SML, if Evertex had done an audit, any amount reported,
that is what the company should be going.
They will take 15% of it. So, hey, Omabiun, Omunim Chrono too much.
No, Razak,
Look, make your
if these people had existed in the time of Pharaoh, Pharaoh will fear these people.
See where is dragging the issue to. Let's understand.
No, because
the issue on ground. Let's understand.
My brother, first of all, it is.
Okay, why are the irregularities in there?
Okay, what do you mean by? Before I delve into that matter.
Because of your time.
Yes.
Don't go and.
This is the situation. No, this is the issue. This is a situation where Paul Adumochiri, who is the board chairman, shouldn't have even proposed Evertex because it's not standard practice. The standard practice is that the managing director with the rest of the people managing the company would make proposals to the board for consideration.
Sure.
This is the standard practice. You come from below. Paul Adumochiri, for the sake of his acumen when it comes to some of these, I don't want to be cited for defamation, but he's good at it. You remember the Christmas tree?
What has he done?
Where this man was able, I don't know where he had that Christmas tree from. 128,000 Ghana cedis. He has mastered it. Which kind of tree is that? So he knows how to bring the thing from bottom down. When the standard practice, even our professors have taught us, anybody in the management this thing failed. They all taught us that some of these things emanate from below.
Yeah, to the top.
But you see a guru in Paul Adumochiri, he was able to bring it from above. He deserves all applause. Share. You see, do you know when you read the story properly, the impression you get is that.
What has he said so far?
We are still listening. He's
done, so you are saying you don't have a problem with how come Paul will propose Evertex. Do you know what? The Ghana Airport Company, okay, their Department for Audit, Risk Management and Assurance has, according to the report, almost 9 staff.
Yeah. They have 8 permanent and one
national service. Now, these people are unable to do an audit or revenue assurance audit for the company. But Evertex with one person can do it. You have no problem. You have no qualms with it. Huh? God. Eddie, you massa.
I don't understand.
And you know one thing.
A company, look, a company, what's the minimum requirement of number of employees you are supposed to have in a company?
What's the minimum?
There's no minimum.
Okay. So you.
But no, so you are not seeing the logic.
It depends on what you want to do and the number of.
That's exactly. I agree with you. So it depends on what you want to do. What do you want to do?
You can have directors of a company.
Is to still
being employees of the same company.
You have what? You can have what?
Directors of a company being employees at the same time.
So what are you talking about? Is that the case now? Is that the case in this situation?
So that's why.
Is that the case in this situation?
When you were saying that, I asked how many directors they have in the company.
Okay. My brother,
because
the issue is
you should have at least 2 directors in the company.
You are not here to lecture us. Some of these things is basic law. Listen, my brother, listen. Some of these things are basic law. We learn them.
But yes, do you know the CEO of Evertex?
No, I do not know.
Okay. He is called
Evans Opoku-Aduse.
Okay.
And do you know
does that name sound?
No, I don't know.
Okay. He is the same CEO.
We are not talking about SML. We are talking about
I'm just.
They are related. Yes. Do you know one thing? When we are done even discussing this, we'll go back to SML, a company, GRA. I don't know how come a whole institution like GRA doesn't have a department or a unit.
I have a brother called Dramani. Does that mean he's related to John Dramani, Mama? Oh. But how can you say they are? Yes, I understand. But you don't just say they are related. As if the fact that they
the investigations have proven that the same person who owns SML is the same
CEO who owns it.
That's fine.
That's what fine.
That's fine.
Okay, you make your point.
You see, I told you this. As I was speaking and I was bringing out these points, I thought he would keep quiet. He would feel ashamed to even make a comment. Because these things we are seeing trend. Look, it is God who saved Ghana. Honestly speaking, sometimes let's be thankful to our Creator. Assuming the NDC didn't come to power, this is how our public funds will be siphoned. If we are to compute some of these corruption-related issues under Nanado, the amount, the quantum of money we have lost as a nation, trust me, there wouldn't be any need for us to go begging, for us to go to the Bretton Woods for loans.
So what's
for string tight loans?
What's stopping the government from retrieving such funds?
We are doing it. Do you know one thing?
What are you doing? If you are doing it, what about Collins Dowder's case? You should retrieve it. If you are doing it, what about Atuporson's case? You should retrieve it. The other 10 members of the NDC case that he entered Nolly Police Squad to discontinue, you should retrieve them.
Now, you know, my brother, the Atuporson case, what was it about? The Collins Dowder case, what was it about? Even the Kobna Dufour's case, what was it about? My brother, you know one thing.
For the sake of intrusion,
misappropriating of public funds.
Yes, my brother, you know one thing. The issue is simple. This is a system the MPP created to loot. Assuming this thing wasn't public, Manas Azuri had not done this work. It means that until the MD will realize that this is dupe against the institution she's head of, they will be paying some money soon.
But does that not also simply tells probably
how weak she was?
Incompetence. Let's not use the word.
My brother, do you know one thing? What the system that existed then was that as a board chair, you were a political leader in that institution.
Okay.
And Nanado giving you that authority means you can do anything you want. Because you see, when you read that story, she said she was unaware. She didn't even know that this Evertex, had links to SML. But Paul is saying he knows.
But Paul knew. So if Paul knew, and you know the history Ghana have with SML,
with regards to SML,
why do you still bring on Evertex?
Share with him. The amount it's not a small amount.
People don't want to understand.
With him. No. My brother, concentrate on me. Now today he can't be objective today.
Okay. I
it's not about objectiveness. No.
You know one thing. This is the situation. Do you know the amount in question is not even small? We are talking about huge sums. So assuming at the end of the year, Ghana Airport Company had made something like $100 million. These people would take 15% of it, cool chop.
No.
Yes, that's the content of the
agreement is that let's say you have your company.
Hey, my brother, you can't explain this thing to us. We know it already.
This is a 1+1 case.
This is 1+1.
Whatever amount you receive, you are taking 15% of it.
But I see a problem.
What's the problem?
I say that this place that you are not making enough money.
No. There was no issue of not making enough money.
Oh, there's
no. There is not. There's not. Please don't go there. Don't go there.
No, it's about revenue, right?
Oh, my brother, it's not
if
about.
I do this and this, we can be able to get this amount.
You know one
thing.
No, if you are giving me very small, but you know one thing. The issue has never been a little revenue report. It was. They didn't even need it. When you read the report, the woman said she sanctioned an audit internally. And realized that there was no leakage. So there was no need for even the Evertex company to come in. But MPP being who they are, Nanado being who he is, appointing Paulado Mochre, something must happen. Something must happen. Look, honestly speaking, it should be our fervent prayer that anything that has a resemblance of the MPP, especially the Nanado faction, should never ever come close to power. Power, I mean power in the executive, power in the judiciary, power in the legislature, power in the media, power even in our classrooms. Anybody who is my brother, look at this. The MD herself commissioned an inquiry, reported that everything was clear, that there was no revenue leakage. Everything is intact. Paul says no. That is your report, but I must have a different report. Look, the SML had bad image because of what they tried to do with our GRA revenue, where they were making close to $142 million. My brother, do you know that amount of money? $142 million is not small money. We gave our pride out cheaply for $20 million in the American military base, where the content of the military base agreement was that America will come and establish a base in Ghana. They will decide where they will establish it. They will be bringing in containers. We and our government doesn't have the right to see the content of the containers. When they are taking the containers out, we don't have the right to see what they are taking out. When they do the installation, even our president doesn't have the right to go there. That's how cheaply we sold our pride for only $20 million. And we are ready to let go $142 million to an individual. All these happened under Nanado. And do you know, the contract between the Ghana Airport Company and Ivatex even came into being after they lost the 2024 elections. Yeah. So they were preparing this as a retirement package. These people are so wicked. No. A whole Ghana, we don't have any airline in air. We don't have it. The only one they came to meet, they transformed it into a restaurant. And you are ready to let go this money.
But
Ghana Airport Company.
Was it working? Okay. Was it working?
So you have to deteriorate, you have to derail everything.
Okay.
Charlie.
We are
MPP or much too much.
Gone down.
Dennis. Dennis, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And there is a scandal at the airports that we are looking into. You met the political parties representatives making their points, and as an individual, as a political analyst, as an independent analyst, what do you have to say about it? The NPP says this is just a political witch hunt. The NDC thinks this was a retirement package to siphon money from the coffers of the states into their, even when they knew they've lost the elections, they still went ahead to. But what do you have to say about it?
Okay, thank you for this opportunity, and what I would want to say is, as a country, we need to really take a good look at our revenue mobilization assurances and revenue assurances and procurement issues. We need to take them very seriously, because it seems that is when that is where crooks occupying offices, state offices, that is the pipeline in which they siphon huge cash. They still I mean proud to the board chair, the outgone board chair of the Ghana Airport Company Limited, Mr. Paul Ademoche. Proud to his invite. He was hovering around radio stations. He was moving around, and you could sense that this guy, I mean, he was indirectly calling the public that I'll be called into account, but it is not an account calling. It is the OSP who would want to reach out and all of that. All these things from commentaries from the MPP. It is still towards I don't know. It is to, I don't know what they seems they have sat to plan that. I mean, since to poison the Ghanaian mind that since there was no money realized.
Yeah.
Since there was no money realized, there is no corruption, there's no thievery.
Okay.
But should this have gone? should this have gone through?
Should they have one power?
Should they have one power again?
Should they have one power?
Should this thing have gone through? I mean, look, 15. Even let's assume, let's peg the figure at maybe $50 million. 15% of $50 million is no joke.
It's no joke.
You understand?
It's no joke. But Razak says
no. He won't because of the angle is coming from.
Percent of $50 million.
It's no joke.
$7.5 million.
It is no
Why
joke.
a rich man?
It is no joke. You might think on the face of it, Charlie, it is. I don't know. Paul Adrumochi, before his appointment, he was behaving as if he was an angel. We are all hoping he will conduct himself so well. I mean, look at this. Why would you do that? Why would you supervise over this? Why would you?
Where do you think are the major irregularities in this particular? And
I mean, the irregularities can even be found in the company they dealt with. I mean, come on.
a company that we already have history.
One employee.
And I'm reading from here.
Yeah.
They have no experience. With no experience.
No, they don't have it.
And they are not legally licensed though. Paul Abdumochi, who happens to be a lawyer, it is in contention, but I will give it to him. Who happens to be a lawyer?
But why is it in contention? That is a lawyer.
It is in contention. That
How
is
it in contention?
My brother, do you know one
Please,
thing?
please, can I proceed?
Nothing can be
Look,
impossible.
when you make unsubstantiated argument, we have to.
Let that
How is it in contention that he's a lawyer?
It is in contention though.
How?
It is out there. It is out there. It is out there. People are contesting it. I mean, it is in contention.
In court, or
it's
not necessary, my brother.
It's necessary.
We are dealing with this matter.
Okay. Let's all assume he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer.
So why he's a lawyer? Why must we assume?
Okay, he's a lawyer.
Okay,
he's a lawyer.
And that even makes it more serious.
Yes.
Him being a lawyer and knowing these people have no legal
license to perform.
You see, I had interest.
So it seems they just wanted
something on your paper.
No, I have sources. I have sources.
Where is your sources?
I have sources.
Where is your sources?
I have sources.
Let's see them.
From Manasseh.
And who is an Azure?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are saying it. Let me see it. That's what I want to see. Let me see.
What do you want to see?
The other time I showed you.
They want to see corruption.
I showed you on my phone my evidence. Nah, but you know people come here to lie. The truth is that people can come here and lie. Especially the political communicators. Some of them will come and lie. So when you are lying, you lie with evidence.
That is kind
you see how he has mastered the art of corruption.
That is kind of
like, this is serious.
See, okay, I'm quoting from Manasseh. I'm quoting directly. He's saying, what's even more worrisome is the ludicrous backdating in the contract award. I mean, there's from head to toe, there is everything wrong.
Criminals.
There is everything wrong. It seems, I don't know, it is a ploy to create loot
and kill.
So that's why I asked, what were the contractual obligations on the Evertex?
You know all,
what were their contractual obligations?
All agreements channeled at T3 is on the face of it. It will be difficult.
No. This one is plain. This
your argument is that there hasn't been any money paid yet, so we can't.
No financial commitment yet.
So we can't say that is.
Do you know what?
That's not what I'm saying.
My boss, you know
what I'm saying?
This guy,
the contractual obligation on Evertex.
This guy is a law student.
Let's look at that first.
He doesn't know that attempt to steal is stealing.
No, I know.
You don't know attempt to kill is killing.
I know.
So the attempt they are doing through Evertex to steal and kill us, you don't know.
There's no attempt to kill. Hey. They have contractual obligation. What were their contractual obligation?
Okay, to realize assurances, right? And out of that, keep 50% for job done.
15.
15%.
So if I contract with you to do something, I do it and take my 15%. Is it a problem?
Yes, it's a problem.
Why?
Because this is the case. The company doesn't even need your service.
I think
the company doesn't need your service.
I think. See, Raza, where you are basing your argument right now, that is not the problem we are discussing.
My brother, you know one thing. I'll make sure that in my postgraduate education, I read law. I'll counter this man everywhere.
See,
I'm not going to tell us this.
The thing is this: the contractual obligation says that you service that with the assurance, and then you take 15% of it. Okay, that is the agreement.
50% of whatever would be like.
Sure, but the process through which this contract can be idealized or realized is wrong. That is what we are discussing. For you to even bring Evertex on board, that is one. Because you know Evertex is a subsidiary of SML.
No, and the comments
so do you believe?
They don't even.
Do you believe?
They don't even.
Do you believe now?
By the name Evertex.
Do you believe now
SML.
that entering Nolly prosecutor to discontinue divorce case is wrong?
Oh, but that is not what we are talking about.
No, this has similar characters.
It doesn't. It doesn't. My brother, who didn't know that? Who didn't know that? Government didn't have a case in the.
Attorney General was a lawyer pursuing the case in court. He's now the Attorney General coming to discontinue said case, and you don't see anything wrong with that.
Razak, we've spoken about, and that's not what we are
so
talking
this
about
issue,
here.
you're also telling me that Paul brought them, meaning Paul has interest in it. That's what you are trying to insinuate, right? But the reality, this is just something simple.
Razak, you are shocking me this morning. This morning you are shocking me.
No, I understand.
You know one thing.
If there's procedural error,
I even wanted to talk about the Nolly prosecutor.
You don't think that there is procedural error?
I said if there is, it's something different.
But with whatever we've discussed,
my boss.
Even with that, you deal with the company, not the board chairman.
Hey, the board chairman
procedural errors. Let's say they don't have license. The company's fault that they don't have license. But the board, or let's say the MD, didn't also do due diligence. That's why he signed the contract without knowing that the company does not have license to work.
My brother,
you understand?
Do you know one thing? I can tell you on authority that this scheme was so well designed by Paul to dupe this country.
Allegedly. Is that factual?
Because
are you speaking on facts?
Allegedly.
That's the point I'm making.
Let the people know that you are saying.
That's the point I'm making. Allegedly, of course, you didn't let me, finish my statement. I don't want anybody to call me for defamation. I don't have money.
Allegedly.
You understand? Yeah. But when you look carefully at the scheme, you realize that some people wanted to create an artificial problem, create an artificial solution, and take real money. No, you see, everything will be artificial, but the money will be real.
Will be real, yeah.
Okay. Because look, this thing, actually, that we elected the president. But then to come and do this to us.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
So to you don't think it's witch hunting? You think
no.
How can I say this? And you see, on the matter of Nelu prosecutor, this my brother is talking about. Who didn't know that government didn't have a case in that forcing matter?
What we are saying about that case is that
who didn't know that what they were doing this thing?
He was supposed to import. We
should have allowed the
ambulances to decide.
No. You see,
I'm not speaking on
the case.
I'm speaking on before's case.
Yes, you see,
we should have allowed the court to decide. Honestly.
Okay. Yes. Do you know one thing? But the lawyers themselves tell us that sometimes when you see it's not profitable, or that it will not inure, or it will cost government so much to follow some of these issues that are baseless.
But not when there is a conflict of
interest.
Because the Attorney General was then the lawyer for before, and now he's the Attorney General. So you let it play out.
So you should have recused yourself. Yes, I agree with you. I, as an NDC person, I agree with you.
Okay, thank you. Comments on it. Martin Amidu.
Martin Amidu, who is that?
Former OSP.
Charlie, let's talk about
one person. Look, he's one person that you cannot say he's NPP or NDC.
Martin. No.
Yes.
Hey, listen, Martin Amidu is one person.
He's someone that is, let's say, credible person.
Hey.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you saying? The man
And you
said,
gave him special mosquito.
Amidu was a special
assignment.
And he resigned. He resigned because he said there are certain things he couldn't do.
What things?
I don't know.
Okay.
But do you know his political affiliation?
Listen, let me.
What is his political affiliation?
He's an NDC now.
He's a what?
He's NDC.
NDC.
You don't know much.
He's a very member of the NDC.
Good. That's fine. That's fine.
In a good standing.
And do you know what he said?
No.
Martin Amidu said that the entering of the Nolly prosecutor to discontinue the case, it breathes and smells corruption of this government.
Okay.
If we should go by Martin's assertion, and there's not me defending anyone, whatever, but we've also had learned lawyers also come out to defend what the Attorney General said. My standing is this. See,
look,
my standing
even the 10 case,
change.
the 10 case I talked about.
I'm coming.
Let me make this point. The 10 case I talked about. Attorney General said he discontinued the case based on the advice of the lawyers of the accused persons. Who does that?
My standing is
who does that?
See,
no,
that's what he said. He said it in parliament.
No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said.
I haven't said.
The minority requested.
That's not what he said.
I haven't heard that.
The minority
What I'm saying is
requested. The minority requested for the advice.
For you to then. For you to then.
It's a discussion.
Be
It's a discussion. It's not
the lawyer for the accused person.
Yes. I agree
And now
with you.
you've been an attorney general handling the case.
Yeah.
You have only
I don't think he did
you
professional.
You let the courts decide, or you recuse yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
The
No, you see, the best thing is to let the law run its own course.
This person is having interest in my case. You can tell the judge to excuse himself.
No. You see, in this case, the Attorney General couldn't have recused himself, but he should have allowed the law to take its own course. You understand? Because it's not proper.
Let's make progress. I mean, we are behind time. Let's make progress.
Oh, my brother,
the
timekeeper is here.
No, but at least we all had our time.
I was saying you have interest in discussing the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that,
that is where
you know we have 3 arms of government, but unofficially they are 4.
Yeah.
We have the executive, the legislature, then the judiciary. But we always call the media the 4th realm of the state. And that is for a reason. Because the media plays a huge part,
a
significant role in the guide between the public and these arms of government we are talking about, the rulers of the land. In between them holds the media.
Yes.
In recent times, and I will speak as a media person.
Yes.
No matter how you take it,
passionately.
Let me be biased. We have been mishandled and mistreated.
In recent times.
In fact, we have been undermined. Sure. The media ne started propagating agenda in it. I had your man we every year beba and ebesi.
Yes, it's true.
The army can't do anything. The parliament can't do anything. Nothing.
They only come in to exacerbate the matter.
If the media begins an agenda, you are doomed.
That's true.
That's true.
We've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it. That's true.
How did you
we are
this money.
We are imbibed with such authority, such relevance to the state. But in recent times, it seems that the things that are being exerted on us, it's unfair, it's inhumane.
Attacks, not things, attacks.
Attacks.
Deliberate
they
attacks.
are so. That is the thing. It is deliberate. For just doing our work. Not interfering in anybody's business. You be kotokumusika. Ye juma. Na so trust some time. Na I mean, and the persons who attack us, we hardly even see them being prosecuted or held into account. Oh, we've apprehended the person. The state is investigating the issue, and that is all. So there is nothing to deter others from repeating the same incident. Some young queer your man 2 weeks suspension. Yes,
2 weeks suspension with pay. Wajini pay. Oh, Charlie.
And for that matter, there has been a proposal that there should be a specific media court to protect journalists. Do you think this is a right call? Let me take AP first.
First of all, I want to emphasize on the point you made that the media wields a very powerful, spirit.
Yeah.
They can make and unmake a state.
Sure.
A sharp remembrance of some of these antecedents has to do with the Rwandan case. When somebody sat on radio, spoke against one particular ethnic group, and Rwanda was in chaos. It was beyond control. So these things that we sit behind them, you are a professional, so you know the words to choose to get a particular effect.
Sure.
But we are only here to talk politics and understand. So it is important that we don't push too much or so much to a point where people in the media will begin to talk.
Yeah.
Because it's for the good of all of us.
Sure.
Now, secondly, I think that it's far-fetched to say that the media should have a court. Honestly, it doesn't make sense.
Really?
It doesn't make sense at all. Now, the media operates within a legal regime, or let me say, it operates within a constitution of the state. Everybody is protected under the constitution. Everybody. No profession is left out.
Okay.
So it is absolutely out of place, far-fetched, to want to create a different court for
But if the existing courts or the existing system is unable to protect us,
so we all must fight that system, because in as much as you think that the media group is not being protected, so are most of the ordinary Ghanaians.
Okay.
You understand? Most of the ordinary Ghanaians feel that the law doesn't protect them. The court itself doesn't protect them. The court punishes them on their own right. You see, I always say that in the event I become the president of this republic, the first thing I'll do is I will ensure that there is a repaneling of every prison, the inmates of every prison in this country. Most of the people are there not because the law acted good on them. Most of the people there had miscarriage of justice as why they are there. You understand? So the law should not be such that it will protect one group, leave the other group. Now, if journalists are saying they need a court to protect their rights, what about the ordinary Ghanaian? So everybody should be calling for a special court to protect their rights. It do not make sense. Okay, so it is up to you and me to ensure that the court will act right, will act to ensure that wherever they need to exert justice, they do so without fear or favor. Now, the problem has always been what I talk about, the independence of the institutions. Look, the military is created under the Act of Parliament. The police is created under the Act of Parliament. But leadership from all these groups are appointed by the executive. So where lies the independence? They are not independent.
Okay.
assuming the leadership of the military, which is created by an act of parliament, police, same, all the other security architecture, same, and they will be called to answer, get fired for their misconduct. And the same parliament that gave birth to the Journalist Association, they will not be treating journalists like that.
Okay.
Because there will be accountability.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I think that what we all must do is to urge a serious reform. Urge for a serious reform in the administration of justice in this country.
Okay.
Everybody at some point in time gets shortchanged.
Okay.
It is unhealthy for us. If we are going by the constitution, let's all go by the constitution.
Okay.
Some people should not be treated special, others, ordinary like that.
Okay.
Now, I am happy that as we are discussing the recent matter, which has to do with the right of the journalist, and I know what occasioned this very, discussion was what happened to the journalist and his reporter, the manhandled, how the military manhandled. I'm happy my president, Ghana's president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, had issued a stern warning. In fact, has commented on this and issued a stern warning to everybody, including the military, that his government will not tolerate that. First of all, he is even a card-bearer member of the Ghana Journalists Association. Secondly, he is a true Democrat and a patriot. He has said this emphatically, that it is not in his time that journalists will get maltreated or manhandled. He has called for a swift investigation into this matter.
Everyday investigation. We saw this before on camera. What is there to investigate?
No, when we say investigate, it means that go get the person, prosecuted.
Okay.
You understand? So I'm sure that we will get to the bottom of this matter. And he added that there's going to be a forum, a meeting he will convene to ensure that
between
the gap between the security apparatus and the media, will be closed.
Okay.
So that there will be understanding. The military.
Can you wrap it up for me?
Yes, you see, I don't know. Somehow, it appears as if we have misunderstood or misconstrued the essence of the military with respect to their civilian activities in the country. The military should know that it is not within their remit to do anything inland. I don't know who did this to Ghana. That our military are forced or are made to come in to resolve a matter. Look at the police, our security, architecture. The police is mandated to handle everything civilian.
Sure.
And nobody should say that things that happen within our remit goes beyond the capacity of the police. You have everything at your disposal.
Sure.
Why the need to bring in military? Military is supposed to safeguard our borders, ensure that they tackle insurgencies.
Affairs and all that.
So, I think that we have to set up.
Okay.
I don't know how military people, drawn out from the same the civilians, because you have a uniform and you have a gun that we have provided for you. You want to use that to intimidate us. Okay. Especially our mouthpiece. You see,
it's very wrong.
I think that in this country, or gradually, the media too.
Now what have we done?
Conduct yourself properly.
Oh.
Yes.
How?
My brother, do you know one thing?
How have we misconducted?
Do you know one thing? If you want to command that respect, ensure that your conduct is well informed. No, listen.
But how have we misconducted?
Do you know how many times, my brother, listen, let's be honest. All of us are under the law. Nobody can say we are, because we are the media, we have everything, we are above the law.
Misconducted us? That's what I was.
You have a lot of your colleagues, maybe you are not doing it.
But okay, give me an example.
He's being strategic. He's trying to eat into our time because he knows.
I know what. No. You see,
how have we misconducted us?
There are a lot of myriad of circumstances where journalists, they incite some of these things.
They incite it.
Yes.
They incite the military to beat us.
My brother, maybe perhaps you don't know, but we all know that there are instances where the reportage, the everything, some of the lies being cooked and told.
No, I don't know.
No, you
do you know?
Let me.
My brother, look. You know what then? When we are to put all the journalists in a list, on a list, you realize that some of the media people don't conduct themselves well, because you have to act.
Okay, so
I see.
You are so biased that you don't. Yes.
I really do not support the idea that a court should be created for the journalists specifically.
Okay.
Because all other organs of government, executive, judiciary, and the legislature, they all resort to the existing courts that we have for redress.
Okay.
So just like the media, they should also resort to the existing courts in place.
Okay.
Just that we have to,
expedite
ensure that there's fast delivery in this kind of process, so that people who are being mistreated or maltreated, they see justice within the shortest possible time. But you see, I thought it was worse under Akufo-Addo until this government came in. Why did I say this? We're in this country when media personalities complain of being attacked by the state security agencies. Today we are seeing worse. And you know why? They cannot talk because they use propaganda to bring this government into power. The media use propaganda.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you heard it?
Please let me talk.
Okay.
Your time has passed. They use propaganda to bring this government, and because of that, top media personality cannot talk. You understand?
Like who?
And you see that when this government came into office, they honor a lot of them with appointments.
Who like who?
Huh?
Like who?
Randy Abe is one of them.
And who?
Johnny Hughes. I don't know what appointment he goes, but Johnny Hughes has ceased to talk. Meanwhile, he was on Nanado's neck, President Nanado's neck, pressing him, talking all the bad things. Today he cannot talk. They are beating media personality, and this media.
Johnny Hughes has stopped his show.
He hasn't stopped the show.
So what is your problem?
He cannot complain that they are beating journalists.
And tell me that
he cannot complain that they are beating journalists.
And Nanado,
look,
this guy.
You have to off his mic. He has to let me.
His mic is off.
Yes. So today, the media personalities cannot talk.
So you are
because especially TV3, they did all the propaganda they could to bring this government to power. So now they are beating media personalities. Have you heard TV3 talk about it?
Yes, they have.
When?
This very report,
when?
I heard it from TV3.
Who talked about it?
Oh, their news.
No. I'm saying that look, the guy went to the market. I forgot his name. But Kenke came live on TV, and he was telling us that Kenke is now 5 cities.
Ivan Spencer.
Ivan's good. Kenke is now today. Kenke is now 5 cities. Not talking about it. You understand what I'm saying?
It hasn't gone to 6 cities.
They are beating.
No, it hasn't gone to 6 cities or 7 cities.
Please, you must allow me.
I'll allow you, but you have to be accurate.
Don't pay attention.
They are beating journalists, and Evans cannot say it. Joy News, they cannot say it. You know why? They brought this government. All the propaganda, the lies, and the I don't know what to say.
So in a way, you are saying we deserve it.
You don't deserve it.
Okay.
You don't deserve the fact that they are beating you.
Okay.
You understand? But as you were saying, we must ensure that we do our work diligently. If you are a media person, you must be a media person. Okay. You don't hide behind neutrality to be a politician.
Okay. Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? So I strongly call on this government to stop the attacks on the media.
Okay.
It's uncalled for.
Okay.
is irrelevant to our democracy. Sure. Wow. Media is one most important institution we have to respect when it comes to, shaping the ideas of the people, informing the people to make informed decisions. So we have to respect the media and stop the attacks on them. Okay. It is getting worse, and we must criticize it with all our strength.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, please, let me have my time, please. Do you know what? With the issue with whether the media should have a court to expedite issues involving the attacks on media, it's been dealt with by my brother. So I'll move straight. Okay. I mean, the attacks on the media, I will solely blame it on the president. Okay. Why? Why? Okay. Do you remember then flag bearer Mahama? Mm-hmm. He had a media encounter, and he was saying, I'm quoting directly, I won't condone harassment of journalists. What are we seeing now? What are we seeing now? From when he has been power till now, there have been 12 instances where journalists
have been assaulted.
Look at
this current one is by the military. The second is what? It's by who?
The police at Ablekuma. You've forgotten?
Really?
To the extent that the police suspended that policeman who assaulted the journalist. Maybe
you don't know.
Oh no!
Please,
wait a minute. In fact, I'm being.
Can I talk?
Okay. Cool.
President Mahama always pride himself as a journalist and of good standing, and a Cadbury member as well. And can you believe it is happening under his watch, his very watch, and his very watch? I mean, I'm surprised. You priding yourself as a journalist, and all these things are happening under your watch. And there hasn't been any. It's too early, but I hope that they expedite the process to prosecute whoever is behind all these things. It's becoming too much, because if from January to now, 12 cases. So imagine we hit December. The figures might double
in a year.
In a year. It is serious.
Very, very serious.
It is serious. Something needs to be done.
Very unattractive.
And I place the blame solely on the president and no one else.
Okay.
Solely on the president, no one else. He is to be blamed for all these things.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I would want to say.
My brother, you know one thing. For whatever reason it may be, this is a political system we are running. The president will be blamed for all these things and must accept blame for all these things. But if he acts to ensure that there is sanity,
everything that he has done so far are for the optics and nothing more. That is what I believe.
That's what you believe.
PR gimmicks.
Okay.
You also believe it's PR.
Okay, my brother. This my MPP brother just told everybody that in fact the policeman who handled the journalist in Ablekuma had been punished. So is this optics?
Okay. But should we even wait for it to happen?
That is the point. You see, you cannot control whatever people do in the next minute.
He's all over the place, priding himself that.
You cannot predict. I can't defend this.
Yes.
No, listen, nobody in his right senses will defend this. That an attack on your fellow, citizen.
You
understand?
12.
Oh, you are not getting my point.
These are the ones
I said you cannot predict what people will do in the next minute, but what you do after they have done the act is important.
Okay, fair enough. No. What has he done after the act? What has he done?
He had punished somebody, a policeman who maltreated a journalist in Ablekuma election run. True or false? Is that optics?
One. Okay, let's take it. One.
Now he has called for investigation and punishment for the military man whose action has occasioned this very
PR gimmicks. I mean, it's all PR gimmicks.
Okay, so my last words. In fact, I send regards to my mother, my very sweet mom, Fatima, and my sister and the whole family. And then I pray that Ghana will continue to move, forward. I pray that anything that has resemblance, even loose one, distant one, from MPP or the Nanado crop of politician, God should forbid us. Amen. You see, it's imperative. It's everybody's prayer.
What is imperative?
Say amen.
What is imperative
that
in this?
Anything like anybody like Nanado, anybody with that character,
your obsession with Nanado
should not come close to power.
Why are you so
I
obsessed
am
with
upset
Nanado?
because I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
Razak, your last words.
Ghana will die. Africa will die.
How?
Razak, your last words.
Because he talked about Nanado, he's pushing me to say a lot of things.
Say things about Nanado and you will hear me. Let's go.
Nanado.
You go and bring this man to come and rule us.
This a man we must celebrate.
Hey!
Yes.
Razak, your last words.
Okay.
Please.
So I my regards to a brother of mine, Ibrahim Guma.
Okay.
He's contesting for Northeast Regional Youth Organizer.
Okay.
I wish him very well. He's an intelligent young man. Sure. And I also want to thank the management of this institution. You guys are doing a great job, and we are really grateful to always come here, express our views on political matters. Ghana Talks. Thank you very much for setting up this space.
Sure.
I think I'll stop here.
All right. We also thank you. We appreciate you. Dennis.
Okay. Thank you once again for this opportunity, and I would want to shout out. I mean, to the how do you call it? To Sam George, the communications minister. I mean, he's doing a good job so far, and we all need to back him. You know, he's a man for the people. Okay. So I hope he continues.
But people are saying that his data.
I want to congratulate Pakwisi. Honestly, you've done fantastic. Whatever you are doing here reflects the name Ghana Talks. When we come here, the kind of laxity and then the permission to make points clear. In fact, you've done so well.
Thank you.
You've done so well. You allow us to, vent our,
But I also feel that some George issue is PR remix.
No, it's not.
The data.
So we thank our listeners and our viewers this morning for making time with us throughout the show. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. But we'll be back here same time tomorrow. We leave you here with the rest of your day. Enjoy.